and tore through everything in its path. There was nothing the crew could have done to prevent it.
Once a fire is established inside a gas turbine engine, it's nearly impossible to put out other than physically shutting down the engine. In this case, the internal oil fire happened so quickly and accelerated that the crew had absolutely no opportunity to shut down that engine before the engine failure.
Investigators now have a prime suspect. But what caused a simple stub pipe made by one of the world's most esteemed engine manufacturers to break and nearly destroy a $400 million airplane? Investigators send what's left of the stub pipe to its manufacturer, Rolls-Royce, where a disturbing discovery is made. One side of the pipe is much thinner than the other. That's what allowed it to break apart, spraying the engine with oil and causing a near catastrophic fire.
It's no wonder it cracked. We're only talking it was 0.35 millimeters in thickness. It's a couple of sheets of paper.
Investigators study the manufacturer's report. They learn why one side of the stub pipe was so dangerously thin. It was due to a manufacturing error.
The investigation was actually quite surprised that such a mature organisation, such as the engine manufacturer Rolls-Royce, could be in that situation.
The ATSB immediately takes steps to alert other airlines that their A380s are at risk. Just 29 days after the accident, they issue a report warning that a faulty stub pipe caused a fire that led to uncontained engine failure on Qantas 32. They advise airlines to inspect their fleets.
The question that was put forward was, what are you going to do about this?
ATSB Chief Martin Dolan soon has an answer from Rolls-Royce.
And if the problem is detected in any of the engines, those engines will be taken out of service.
There are 20 A380s with the same Rolls-Royce engine in service around the world. 34 engines are found to have suspect oil pipes.
As a result of this investigation, all engines that had non-conforming oil feed pipes have been removed from service. Rolls-Royce have made significant changes to their quality management system. They introduced a software program which basically removes fuel from the engine in a similar event.
Investigators conclude that Flight 32 ended safely because the well-trained crew responded quickly and effectively, even when aviation's most sophisticated technology failed them.
Matt, ECAM actions.
He kept his calm, he followed the procedures, we worked the checklist.
What do we need for our approach speed?
146 knots.
Can't be right. It's just too slow.
Add 20 knots.
166 works.
Yeah, they would have stalled at 146. And then there's this gutsy move.
Okay, I'd like to do a control check.
The captain's decision to get a sense of what his plane was capable of at a safe altitude gave the crew valuable information about how their aircraft would perform on landing.
What a crew.
A modern aircraft like the A380 is full of automation, but like any piece of automation, it can fail. So the human element is always necessary.
You can see the whole team working together to deliver an outcome under adversity in situations such as this, and it's the right outcome.
It's not about me as a pilot in command of QF-32. It's about aviation that for the last 110 years has shared their knowledge and experience to make aviation safer for the travelling public. I think in every regard, the Qantas 32 story is one of aviation's finest hours.
Remember the headlines about the pilot who crash-landed on a river in New York? Survivors tell their incredible story in brand new Miracle Landing on the Hudson, next.